The Territory of Nebraska was an organized incorporated territory of the United States that existed from May 30, 1854, until March 1, 1867, when the final extent of the territory was admitted to the Union as the state of Nebraska. The Nebraska Territory was created by the Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854. The territorial capital was Omaha. The territory encompassed areas of what is today Nebraska, Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Colorado, and Montana. History. An enabling act was passed by Congress in 1864. Delegates for a constitutional convention were elected. This convention did not produce a constitution. 2 years later, in 1866, a constitution was drafted and voted upon. It was approved by 100 votes. However, a clause in this constitution that limited suffrage to free white males delayed Nebraska's entry into the Union for almost a year. The 1866 Enabling Act for the state was subject to a pocket veto by President Andrew Johnson. When Congress reconvened in 1867, it passed another bill to create the state of Nebraska, on the condition that Nebraska's constitution be amended to remove the suffrage clause. This bill was also vetoed by President Johnson. Congress then overrode his veto. Early settlement. Several trading posts, forts and towns were established in the Nebraska Territory from the early 19th century through 1867, including Fontenelle's Post, founded in the present-day site of Bellevue in 1806. It was first mentioned in fur trading records in 1823. Fort Lisa, founded by Manuel Lisa near present-day Dodge Park in North Omaha, was founded in 1812, although Lisa had earlier founded posts further up the Missouri in Montana and North Dakota. Fort Atkinson was founded on the Council Bluff in 1819. In 1822, Caban's trading post was founded nearby on the Missouri River. Mormon settlers founded Cutler's Park in 1846, and the town of Bellevue was incorporated in 1853. Nearby Omaha City was founded in 1854, with Nebraska City and Kearney incorporated in 1855. The influential towns of Brownville and Fontenelle were founded that year as well. The early village of Lancaster, later called Lincoln, was founded in 1856, along with the towns of Saratoga, South Nebraska City and Florence. Early print media in the Nebraska Territory served the dual purposes of sharing the news and promoting the area for settlement. In 1860, the Territory had 12 weekly publications, one bi-weekly and one monthly, with a combined circulation of 9,750. After statehood in 1867, the newspaper industry expanded greatly. Early military posts. With a variety of early fur trading posts, Fort Atkinson, founded in 1819, was the location of the first military post in what became the Nebraska Territory, as well as its first school. Other posts in the Nebraska Territory included Fort Kearney near present-day Kearney, Fort McPherson near present-day Maxwell, Fort Mitchell near present-day Scotts Bluff, Fort Randall, in what is now South Dakota, and Fort Casper, Fort Halleck, Fort Laramie, and Fort Sanders, in what is now Wyoming. Boundaries. The Nebraska Territory's original boundaries included much of the original Louisiana Purchase. The territory's boundaries were: southern, 40 degrees north; western, the continental divide between the Pacific and the Atlantic Arctic Oceans; northern, 49 degrees north; eastern, the White Earth and Missouri rivers. Subsequent territory creation. Upon creation, the territory encompassed most of the northern Great Plains, much of the upper Missouri River Basin and the eastern portions of the northern Rocky Mountains. The Nebraska Territory gradually reduced in size as new territories were created in the 1860s. The Colorado Territory was formed February 28, 1861 from portions of the territory south of 41 degrees north and west of 102 degrees 03 W. March 2, 1861, saw the creation of the Dakota Territory. It was made of all of the portions of Nebraska Territory north of 43 degrees north, along with the portion of present-day Nebraska between 43 degrees north and the Kiapaha and Niobrara rivers. The act creating the Dakota Territory also included provisions granting Nebraska small portions of Utah Territory and Washington Territory, present-day Southwest, and Wyoming bounded by 41 degrees north, 110 degrees 03 W, 43 degrees north, and the Continental Divide. These portions had not been part of the Louisiana Purchase. Rather, they had been part of Oregon Country and became part of the United States in 1846. On March 3, 1863, the Idaho Territory was formed of all the territory west of 104 degrees 03 W.